could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Dak going to start out going to the air. And his first look is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing, Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw. Got his man. It's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
To throw is Fields.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, but it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Second and 10. Back to throw, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing again is Fields.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
You can't admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now a second and 10.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone.
That one out wide and intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Flexing his muscle at the 30.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
To throw is Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Prescott down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field and to come away with nothing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From the 50, here's Fields.
He finds his man complete. That's Warren.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields. White tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And the Steelers first down.
Now Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Warren.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
They snap it to Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
On play action, Prescott. Flushed out right.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A running play. It's Dowdle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again with Dowdle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They run here with Dowdle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from the 1. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Fields. Down the left sideline. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt.
A gain of 36 yards. And the Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First and goal.
Fields now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Harris will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris
From 4 yards out.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Steelers 14. Cowboys 13. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up second and 10.
Prescott.
And Prescott, his third interception.
Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's Fields. He's got this to Pickens.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
First down, Steelers.
To throw is Fields.
Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Second and 9.
In motion, the tight end.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown!
Mike Williams.
From 21 yards away.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Cowboys 13. Chris Boswell will be kicking off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
Got his man, it's Warren.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
A handoff for Warren.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Looking to throw. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and that will keep this a 15-point game. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Pass is caught. Pickens on the comeback route.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's good.